Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj bringing to you the headlines first. Campaigning for second phase Lok Sabha poll comes to an end in the country. 7 parliamentary seats from the region to go on to the poll on 26th April. President Draupadi Murmu addresses Indian Forest Service professionals at convocation ceremony, stresses on forest conservation. Heatwave conditions prevail in Tripura. State government decides to close all schools for next 4 days beginning today. In Arunachal Pradesh, repolling held in 4 assembly constituencies in Arunachal West Parliamentary Constituency. And in IPL cricket, Delhi Capitals to take on Gujarat Titans at Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi in a short while from now. Campaigning for the second phase of the Lok Sabha polls culminated today in the country. In the northeast too, the campaigning for the 7 parliamentary seats from the region, including 5 from Assam, 1 from Tripura and 1 from Manipur to go to poll on the 26th of April also came to an end. In Assam, Dhubri, Kokrajhar, Borpeta, Nagaon and Udalguri shall go to the polls for the second phase. 61 candidates are in fray. Meanwhile, second phase of elections shall also be held for the outer Manipur and Tripura East constituencies in Manipur and Tripura respectively. 4 candidates for Manipur and 9 for Tripura are in the fray. Amidst intense campaigning, senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that be it the country or Madhya Pradesh, development happened only when Congress left and the BJP government came to power. Addressing a gathering in Sagar's Bartuma, Modi said that development happens when there are right policies and the right vision. He further said that Madhya Pradesh is reaching new heights of development under the BJP government. Opposing reservation based on religion, Modi stressed that India's constitution prohibits anyone to be provided reservation on the basis of religion.
और मजबूत सरकार कितनी जरूरी होती है, ये मध्य प्रदेश और सागर के लोग बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं। विकास तब होता है जब सही नीतियां हो, सही विजन हो। इसलिए देश हो या मध्य प्रदेश, विकास तभी आया जब कांग्रेस गई और भाजपा आई। कांग्रेस के समय में एमपी की पहचान बीमारू राज्य की थी। आज वही मध्य प्रदेश बीजेपी सरकार में विकास की नई ऊंचाइयां छू रहा है। साथियों, मध्य प्रदेश में केन बेतवा लिंक परियोजना का ऐतिहासिक काम शुरू हो गया है। सिंचाई के लिए बंडा बृहद सिंचाई परियोजना का काम भी बीजेपी सरकार ने करवाया है। मध्य प्रदेश में अच्छे हाईवे का पूरा नेटवर्क बनाया जा रहा है। नर्मदा प्रगति पथ और विंध्य प्रगति पथ हो, मालवा निमाड़ प्रगति पथ और मध्य भारत प्रगति पथ हो, बुंदेलखंड प्रगति पथ और अटल प्रगति पथ हो, एक्सप्रेस वे अब नए मध्य प्रदेश की पहचान बन रहा है।
President Draupadi Murmu highlighted the pressing issue of climate change and underscored the critical role of forest conservation in combating its effects. Addressing the convocation ceremony of Indian Forest Service professionals at Forest Research Institute in Dehradun today, the president said that mankind is deliberately making the mistake of forgetting the importance of forests. Murmu further stressed that humans are not the owners but the protectors of the earth's invaluable resources. The president further encouraged the probation officers to shoulder the vital duties of conserving, promoting and nurturing forests.
आने वाले समय में महिला अधिकारियों की संख्या और भी बढ़ेगा। जंगलों के महत्व को जानबूझकर भुलाने की गलती मानव समाज कर रही है। हम ये भूलते जा रहे हैं कि वन हमारे लिए जीवनदाता है। यथार्थ ये है कि जंगलों ने ही धरती पर जीवन को बचाए रखा है। आपके पास जंगलों के संरक्षण, संवर्धन एवं पोषण की जिम्मेदारी है। मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि आप अपने इस अप्रतिम दायित्व के प्रति सजग और सचेत होंगे एवं पूर्ण निष्ठा से अपने उत्तरदायित्व का निर्वहन करेंगे। देवियों और स्वजनों, आज हम एंथ्रोपोसीन एज की बात करते हैं, जो कि मानव केंद्रित विकास का कालखंड है। इस कालखंड में विकास के साथ साथ विनाशकारी परिणाम सामने आया है। संसाधनों के अनसस्टेनेबल दोहन ने मानवता को ऐसे मोड़ पर लाकर खड़ा कर दिया है जहां विकास के मानकों का पुनः मूल्यांकन करना होगा। आज ये समझना बहुत ही जरूरी है कि हम पृथ्वी के संसाधनों के ऑनर नहीं हैं बल्कि ट्रस्टी है। हमारी प्राथमिकताएं मानव केंद्रित होने के साथ साथ प्रकृति केंद्रित भी होनी चाहिए। वस्तुतः प्रकृति केंद्रित होकर ही हम सही अर्थों में मानव केंद्रित हो सकेंगे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that it is important to invest in resilient infrastructure for a better tomorrow. While addressing the 6th International Conference on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure via a video message, the Prime Minister highlighted that while disasters are often measured in monetary terms, their true toll is felt by individuals, families and communities. He stressed the need for resilience to be incorporated into both new infrastructure projects and post-disaster reconstruction efforts. Modi further urged the necessity for collective resilience among nations. The 6th edition of International Conference has begun today in New Delhi and will continue till tomorrow.
Coalition of 39 countries and 7 organizations. This is a good sign for the future. We must invest in resilient infrastructure today for better tomorrow. Resilience needs to be factored into new infrastructure creation. Further, it also needs to be a part of post-disaster rebuilding. After disasters, the immediate focus is naturally on relief and rehabilitation. After the initial response, our focus should also include resilience of infrastructure.
In a major development, Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO has successfully developed the lightest bulletproof jacket in the country for protection against highest threat level 6 of BIS ammunition. Recently, this bulletproof jacket was successfully tested at TBRL, Chandigarh. Ministry of Defence in a statement said this jacket is based upon new design approach where novel material along with new processes have been used. It added that the front hard armor panel or HAP of this jacket defeats multiple heats. The ergonomically designed front hab is made up of a monolithic ceramic plate with polymer backing which enhances the wearability and comfort during the operation. In Tripura, in view of the prevailing heatwave conditions, the state government has decided to close all the schools for the next 4 days. According to a press statement issued by Education School Secretary N.Sh. Sharma, all government-aided schools under TTAADC and privately managed schools will remain closed from today to the 27th of April. Meanwhile, in another press communique, the State Revenue Department stated that the medical fraternity has asked the people to avoid exposure to the blazing sun and heat, which may lead to sunstrokes. The district administrations have also been advised to activate emergency operation centers along with quick response teams. In Arunachal Pradesh, repolling was held at 8 polling stations of 4 assembly constituencies in Arunachal West Parliamentary Constituency amidst a tight security today. Voting began at 6 a.m. in the morning and continued till 2 p.m. Scrutiny of Form 17A of these polling stations will be done immediately after the poll today. The Election Commission of India has declared the polling held on April 19th this month as these polling stations for parliamentary and assembly elections void. Repolling is being held at 1 polling station each in Bameng and Neapin assembly constituencies, 2 in Ramgong and 4 in Nacho assembly constituency under the Arunachal West parliamentary constituency. In a bid to include everyone in the voting process, the East Khasi Hills Deputy Commissioner and Returning Officer for Shillong Parliamentary seat, S.C. Sadhu, informed that voting for the government servants engaged on duty during the voting day on April 19th will be held tomorrow on the 25th of April. Polling facility for these government employees was also provided on the 22nd of April. The government servants were posted in various polling stations across the state to ensure a smooth and fair poll. Continuing with Meghalaya, Cabinet Minister Karman Shela expressed concern over the trend of hate politics and lack of mutual respect among the political parties, which was evident in the polls. The recent polls had seen aggressive polling and campaigning in Meghalaya, with political parties engaged in brickbatting. Instances of violence were also reported during the polls. In view of this, expressing concern, Shela said that respect between the political parties and leaders is very important. Making it clear that he does not consider his political opponent as enemies, Shela urged opponents for aspiring candidates to refrain from hate politics.
The best and even aggressively, we have seen some parties start blaming each other. And the saddest part is that what I feel, my personal feeling is that telling something which is not correct to the public just to get the sympathy, just to get votes so that they will win the election. But in the end, nobody can prove that whatever they have spoken.
In Mizoram, the Taxation Department site office at Aizawl Municipal Corporation Office was made operational beginning today. Assistant Commissioner of State Tax H. Lalramsanga will act as GST facilitator and will be available on Wednesdays and Thursdays at the site office. He will be assisted by 1 state tax officer, and meanwhile in the inaugural program, Joint Commissioner of State Tax and Assistant Commissioner of State Tax addressed the gathering. A report of the site office was also presented. The purpose of the taxation site office is to simplify the payment of taxes regarding various work contracts and supplies, etc. under Aizawl Municipal Corporation, and the tax officials are expected to guide taxpayers. In IPL cricket, Delhi Capitals will take on Gujarat Titans at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. IST. Meanwhile, Lucknow Super Giants defeated Chennai Super Kings by 6 wickets at the M.A. Sidambaram Stadium in Chennai last night. Lucknow overhauled the target of 211, reaching 213 for 4 in 19.3 overs. Earlier put to bat, first Chennai scored 210 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in 20 overs. Skipper Ruturaj Gaikwad scored his second IPL 100 with 108 runs from 60 balls, while Shivam Dubey made 66 off just 27th. Currently, Lucknow stands at 4th position in the points table, while Chennai is at 5th. And to other news, the main points once again. Campaigning for a second phase Lok Sabha poll comes to an end in the country. 7 parliamentary seats from the region to go to poll on 26th April. President Draupadi Murmu addresses Indian Forest Service professionals' convocation ceremony, stresses on forest conservation. Heatwave conditions prevail in Tripura. State government decides to close all schools for the next 4 days beginning today. In Arunachal Pradesh, repolling held in 4 assembly constituencies in Arunachal West Parliamentary Constituency. And in IPL cricket, Delhi Capitals to take on Gujarat Titans at Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi in a short while from now. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.